Hey everyone, welcome back to RSN Trade Breakdowns. So, in this channel, I would be breaking down all the trades which I take, the strategy behind taking the trade, and the overall thought process as well behind taking the trade. So, today we are going to talk about the last trade which I've taken, which is on 13th February, Friday, London session. I took the trade in GBPUSD, and unfortunately, it hit my SL because of a slippage issue. But technically, I mean, I did do everything to get my TP, and price did go to my TP, but because of a slippage issue I had to exit the trade with an SL. So we would be discussing about that today. So talking about the analysis behind the trade, I did the usual internal to external liquidity strategy, which I have explained multiple times in this channel. Looking at the top down analysis with the higher time frames, it was obvious that GBP was on a bearish trend at the time in which I was looking, and I was therefore looking for a confirmation, a bearish confirmation in the lower time frame from which I could take the trade. So for the people who don't know or who are new to the channel, who don't know the internal to external liquidity strategy, I'll just explain it once again quickly. So internal to external liquidity strategy is an approach of trading the market wherein you assume that, or you reciprocate that, the markets are going to move always from an internal liquidity point to an external liquidity point, and from an external liquidity point to an internal liquidity point. So it's like a never ending loop. Now, what is internal liquidity and what is external liquidity? Internal liquidity are your order blocks, your breaker blocks, your fair value gaps, and external liquidity are your higher highs, higher lows, and in terms of forex, your Asia high, London high, New York high, Asia low, London low, New York low, etc. etc. So basically, the logic is price would always move from an internal liquidity to an external liquidity, and that is where we should try and capture the move to in order to get our trades. So like I said, for GBP USD, my higher time frame bias was bearish, and I came to the lower time frame for a confirmation. And here we can see that at around 12 p.m. IST, which was just maybe an hour before the London session started, price created this POI, because from this point price started retracing back. So I had marked this area and I was waiting for a fair value gap to form. So like I wanted, we can see that this fair value gap had formed, a bearish fair value gap, and since this candle closed beyond the POI and created a break of structure, it gave me a confirmation that price is going to continue bearish. So I placed my entry in this fair value gap, and I was just waiting for a retest to come so that my position would get triggered and then price would start moving bearish again. But while I was placing the trade, I realized that market was quickly moving up. So instead of placing the trade here, I just entered into a market execution order. So by the time I entered, it was around here, if you can see, around 1.36. And like I said, I kept my SL near the swing high, and my target was a 2 hour. And as you can see, price reached till 1.36025, and my SL was 1.3033. And you can see that there is a 1 pip difference. We usually ignore the pip edge, so there's a 1 pip difference between the SL and till where the price went. But in the broker which I placed, I think the slippage was a little too high, because of which my SL got triggered, and then as you can see, in the next 5 minutes itself, price went and moved into my TP. So if I just maybe kept it somewhere a little bit behind and still looked for a 2 hour, I could have captured my move and got my 2 hour before price reversed. But yeah, these are things which happen in trading, and you just have to take it as a learning. So yeah, because of a slippage issue, I lost my 2 hour here today. But obviously this is part and parcel of the game, and we'll be working to ensure this doesn't repeat again. Also, just an update to you guys, I am attaching a Google sheet here. This would be my trading journal basically, wherein I'll be listing down all the trades which I take and the major details about that, so that you guys can also see which all trades I've taken, why I've taken, which are my most traded pairs, which is the most traded session, etc. etc. and I'll be putting the link to this Google Sheet in the videos in this video and the upcoming videos as well, so you guys can easily refer to the same. Thank you.